Hey everybody, welcome to Childbox Reviews. I'm Stan, my lovely wife Tanya here again, and we just got out of John Wick Chapter 4. Straight off the bat, this was so much fun to watch.
Absolutely awesome.
I can't say, oh, it's the best one out of all four, because each one has their own unique kind of style. Stylized
the fighting
weapons
style,
and fighting and everything, gun fu or whatever you want to call it, but we can start up with the cast and stuff. Donnie Yen joins the freaking smashy fight. We were just looking at everyone.
Yeah.
We're like, man, it's a pretty star-studded cast. Like, they always like nail it because, Lawrence Fishburne's back and stuff. But then I saw Clancy Brown in there, and I was just like, oh man, it was Surtur from Thor Ragnarok. It's Crown. But yeah, he was awesome, and plus he was in the Punisher as well. And like, if anyone's seen Highlander, I loved him in that. He was such a great villain in that. But so like we were looking over the cast, and I can't pronounce his first name. Shamir Anderson.
Yeah.
This felt like there was so many different kind of, this is like almost a setup for like, hey, you want to see some more of this guy, or you want to see some more of Donnie Yen's character, or you want to see some more of like Clancy Brown, like where does he fit into all this and stuff? And I was
guess
like,
we'll see that in the Continental series.
Apparently there's a bunch of spin-offs and things coming with this. Like I said, years ago when we watched the first John Wick, I was like, yeah, you could just do a spin-off off that hotel. And there'd be
watch it.
Yeah, so many different stories from it. But what was really heartbreaking about Lance Reddick, like, it was a nice little nod to him right at the start. It's normally at the end whenever you lose a cast member, it says in loving memory, but right at the start off the bat they were just like, hey, it's dedicated to him, because we lost him
just a couple of days ago.
It was like so shocking. I was like, what, really? And just sort of like he was great,
so cool too.
From the first movie all the way up to this one, he was a fantastic and really
loyal character to play, and just a great guy,
and heartbreaking to see, like, that character go off into the sunset kind of deal. But we can get into spoiler territory now. It is worth seeing in the cinema, I will say. But
see in the cinema.
So I was just thinking, like, straight off, as much as Reeves has been in all the other movies, I think you could count on your hand how many lines he has in this. Because as much as it's about him, you don't have to hear his story anymore. You already know where he's come from and why he's doing this and what's happened with him.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell any more of that story. Like hearing Donnie Yen's story, hit that background, and then having Anderson show up in it, and I was just like going, oh man, there's a bit of mystery behind him and stuff, and he has a dog with him too, which is really cool. But then, like, when you have Ian McShane's character show up and like witnessing his hotel, like,
blowing up,
like, well, not leveled, but they just blew it up and were like, it's unsafe, and like, you don't have nothing now. And I can't pronounce his name, but Bill Skarsgård. Skarsgård, yeah. It's the I think he's the brother of what's his name, Tarzan. He was in True Blood as well. But anyway, he plays such a real great prick character.
It was like, for me, it kind of just reminded you of, like, he just played the Draco Malfoy of this series.
And he's got so much more lines in it than Reeves. Like, and Reeves doesn't have to say anything. He has to just look cool. But he's just like, oh man, I can't wait till someone puts him down and stuff. And for a minute there, I was just like, man, he might make it out of this. He might actually hold the keys to the kingdom. With, like, for a minute there, you actually think Donnie Yen's gonna freaking
all comes down to ego.
Yeah, and it was really cool, like, seeing like what happened with that. But like, when you're watching, when you're watching all these different stories and stuff kind of cross paths and stuff, and I was like, oh man, it's all going to lead to one thing that's going to happen, and I don't want that to happen. But seeing the end, like, we'll get rid of the elephant in the room, like with the spoiler, with Reeves dying, apparently, I don't believe 100%.
I hope, like, for me, I feel like it would just be perfect. Like the perfect
It is
ending.
it is a perfect bookend,
Yeah.
I think. But same too, like,
He would just become the legend.
yeah, Legend of John Wick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you could do. You could do a follow-up movie and just have flashbacks to things that he was doing, and have Donnie Yen's character or Anderson's
Well,
character.
those side
freaking-
stories of how they all became friends and how they owe each other and things like that.
I mean, you could do like something like a prequel, but then you're sort of losing that mystique because you already know where they all end up and stuff. But like, yeah, I was really happy with this. I was so blown away, and I'm not surprised. Like with the critics' reviews and stuff, it's at a like 90% and above. Like it's insane. But
Well, yeah, for a 2-hour, 45-minute movie, it was didn't feel like that at all. It just felt so like it went fast.
and you met what's her name from Harry Potter in it?
Natalia Tenor.
Yeah, she came to Perth one time and Tanner got an autograph and told her, "You're great" and stuff. She was like, "Cool, come to my concert." And we did end up going. We couldn't make it, but like when I saw her in this, I was like, "Oh, cool! Like that's pretty badass." But yeah, just that making Paris a character
Japan
in
a character as well.
like just to have all these great atmospheres. I was so happy with like the way that we were like, oh man, we've been there and we know what that's like with the major traffic going on and the amount of people.
Yeah,
like,
oh my god, the Arc de Triomphe, just that traffic.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it,
Yeah.
and it's that mental.
And yeah, because when we were watching the Mission Impossible with Cruise driving through on a motorbike,
Yeah.
and we were just like, BS, no, there's no way he's driving through all of that and stuff. But then in this, like just seeing Reeves watching all
the
these different dudes
cars.
getting taken out,
Yeah.
left, right, and center, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, we thought we had to try and cross that road, but no, there's like a tunnel underneath.
Yeah, there's a
but I
tunnel
was just
underneath
like,
and stuff.
that would be so accurate. Like if you're trying to walk across, like you're going to get hit.
Yeah, and it was insane. Like just seeing him doing a donut around that group of guys, firing away. They can't get him, but he's just taken out one by one. I was just like, man, you're trapped now. He's got you. But
But
yeah.
even Hiroyuki Sanada, sorry if I butchered the name, but he was so cool. Like just to have the Japanese feel, and that kind of brought that level of style as well, because you had all the samurai swords and everything.
Yeah, him looking at Donnie Yen's character
Yeah.
and like just that little revelation of like, hey, you know, markers doesn't mean you need to owe someone something. There's you know, we're in a brotherhood kind of thing. But it was really cool to sort of see like, hey, that's an unfinished story with his daughter and Donnie Yen's character, and then on top of that, you're sort of like, oh, like we've seen Rome's continental, New York's continental, and now we've seen Japan's.
Osaka's,
Like,
so cool.
it's insane
I'm like
to think.
fangirling out because this movie was awesome.
Yeah, like it's definitely worth. I think I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Yeah.
I think we'll go and check it out again. But is there anything else? Like I know there's a stack of stuff we didn't touch on. Like when he got tossed to the bottom of the stairs, and I was just like, he's done.
So many times where he gets like thrown off things, and I'm like, oh my god, my back would have broken. Your legs would, like when he hits that van, I was like, his legs broken. That's it, game over. And then like the stairs just rolling down, all these ridiculous stairs.
Oh,
like, dude.
Man, it was cringeworthy to feel like, you know, because every time he's taking these hits, you're feeling it. You're like, oh god, that's brutal. But
even like when Donnie Yen like stabs him in the hand, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, why'd he do that? But then it's like kind of, all right, honor amongst like thieves kind of thing. But like, even too, just seeing Donnie Yen at the bottom, he's like, John, I need you to get to the top of the stairs. Like, you know, let's finish this now. And he's just like,
like it just felt like the plan was always like, let me help you kill this dude so we can both be free.
Yeah.
Like even at the end, like they're shooting non-shots, except for I think the last one where it kind of hit something that was important. But I was just like, damn, like and then that guy, Skarsgård, he was just like, well, screw you, I'm going to take the last shot. I was like, what are you doing?
I was just like, you idiot.
Yeah, Ian McShane steps in just like, you idiot.
Yeah, and that was cool too. That was bittersweet because I was just like, man, how do you get around that? But Besides that, like there was a few like when they're playing cards and stuff that was like kind of interesting.
So cool.
It was nice, just nice intimate moments amongst all this
Yes.
action stuff. That was really cool.
It just had so many vibes in it. You had Matrix vibes, John Wick vibes. You had like a little bit of
Jason Bourne
Jason
style.
Bourne, Casino Royale,
The Punisher.
Like just everything that you love in an action movie was just wrapped up beautifully in
And
this.
just to see, like, I know there's a whole big controversy about no guns on set and stuff. It's fun to see, like, loading and clocking and doing all this
Damage
kind of
taken.
stuff. Like, just to see, like, it was fun to watch all of that kind of still, like, there's a bittersweet kind of
Western
feeling.
was even in there, like a little bit of Western.
Yeah, like just that vibes of that, but stylized in modern day, but with really cool suits and really cool, like, you know,
A gentleman's club or something.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Like the way it was from the very first one, where
Yeah.
it's the coin system.
Style,
And
yeah.
the second one's the marker system, and then the third one's about bringing, like, you know, or trying to survive the system. And like
this
now
one's
the
taking
fourth
down
one's,
the system.
yeah, kind of being free of the system, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I can't think of anything else.
No, I'm sure we missed a bunch, but let us know what you thought in the comments below and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
5
Thanks for
stars.
watching.
Thanks for watching.
5
Bye.
stars. Bye.